Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And coming off of an offseason where Kirk Cousins was coming back from an Achilles injury, he thought that was going to be his biggest challenge. Instead, the Falcons drafted Michael Penix out of Washington in the first round. And while that was a jolt, Kirk Cousins has a great ability to just shake things off, move forward, and let his talents come through.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins looking to put it up right away. That complete to Drake London. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins now. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a great season where he put up career highs in yards and touchdowns, while also leading one of the most prolific scoring offenses in the NFL. The number one thing he did last season, though, staying healthy. When he's on the field, Miami can roll.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Ray McCloud. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helped him force that incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Penix. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside. Hard
to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage. The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, it's White. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. White looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, White. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. The play fake, now White. And he completes it to Berrios. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. White. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. River Craycraft, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. And here now come the Falcons. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The throw over the middle taken in. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock running and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Penix. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, Penix. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now a 2nd and 6. To the air, Penix. On the slant, he finds Washington. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. This will be caught at about the 3. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, White. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's White. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now White. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now White. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. They'll throw with Penix. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On the handoff, McClellan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the 1st, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Coup for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. That time a 6-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Miami set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. White. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's White. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. White now on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now White with a 1st down throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, here's White. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. River Craycraft ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Penix on 3rd down. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run with McClellan. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A play fake. Now Penix. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, here's McClellan. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. This ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.